This is it, the one that we've all been waiting for, FaZe versus Cloud9. Deciding, of course, who's going to be going through to that grand final spot tomorrow to play versus NIP, the defending champions here at IEM Oakland.
What a phenomenal story that's been for NIP, a great run, but who cares about that right now? Pissed Around is about to go live. We've got FaZe starting on the CT side. Cloud9 will be attacking. Skadoodle with the utility as well. Got a lot of players going out towards Ivy from both teams. We're gonna get a battle here as the USA chants ring out in the Oracle Arena, and there it is. A trade for Cloud9, and they're not gonna get away.
Yeah, Carrigan now, the only man left, has support coming on in. But Tarek is looking to try and open things up. Guardian gonna do what he can. And actually, in the blink of an eye, it's Skadoodle versus Olaf Meister. Skadoodle has been so good in these pistol rounds for Cloud9 throughout this event.
You can just see how much talent there is on the FaZe side of things. The way that they're trading those kills, pulling themselves. Guardian with a huge double kill to keep him in the round. And Skadoodle has no armor. He's got the Glock, so this is going to be a difficult fight at certain ranges, and Olaf Meister adjusting his position. He might just catch him out, and he is! It's a one tap, it's anticlimactic. Skadoodle not expecting that whatsoever.
Pest around going to come in straight away for FaZe. Cloud9 early on going to find themselves on the back foot. They will be forcing down what they can. Tarek's got himself a scout, as Deagle's invested as well, and we saw the other day how deadly these Deagles can be. Now would be a great time for Cloud9 to replicate some of the success we've seen them have.
It'd be a brilliant time, really. Carrigan holding Ivy. Gonna delay things with the smoke. There are 3 UMPs. And Automatic just spamming. He was deadly with this weapon as well, him personally. Stewie's been brought down trying to make some kind of a play in ladder room. He's going to be made more passive, and at the moment, FaZe is spread out throughout the map, not really grouped up. At the moment, they don't know what's coming, so this is fine. They've got eyes everywhere. Even playing passive at the inner bomb site, feeling no pressure.
Yeah, Cloud9 taking this very, very slowly, and FaZe aren't too keen to give anything up. Nico just going to be waiting. He's taking an aggressive angle over here towards main. Does have some support from Pop Dog. Now, initial peek going to come on in. It's Automatic trying to open up with the Deagle.
This is going to be tough, though. There's no real utility in the Cloud9 side. They don't have anything to start this attack off with. They just kind of have to go for it at a certain point. And also, Rain being pushed up in ladder room, he can get information if he hears that. Oh, that's a great boost. There it is. The shot rings true. Rain's going to be forced more passive.
Yeah, that's the signal for Rain to get the hell out of there now. Giving up that more offensive position, going to get caught out. Cloud9. They are finding these frags. Down goes Olaf, and Guardian suddenly left 1 versus 4. He's able to make it a 1v3. Make that 1v2, but Stewie, he's not in the mood to let that comeback happen in that round. Cloud9, they're going to be straight back in this.
You can get away losing 1 player to a nice Deagle shot, but as soon as you lose that second and they start swarming the site, you've got nowhere to go. An immediate response from Cloud9. It didn't look like they had any ability to get into it, but just a nice boost, a timely boost. Late in the round catches Nico off guard. Now you have the AK-47s, the M4 on Rush, the UMP on Tarek. It's all in the favor of the Americans.
And Nico's the only sort of bastion of hope here for FaZe. He has the M4 brought forward. He's going to be playing that down towards Ivy along with Carrigan, Cloud9. This time they're the ones who kind of have that pressure of not falling prey to the pistols early on, so they've slowed right down, disallowing any aggression to come through from FaZe.
Yeah, this is very cautious from C9. They don't want to give anything up early on in these rounds. They know it's going to be investment back into it, so just doing everything clinically, just clearing out these box halls. There's a dangerous fight. Tarek getting back in towards cover as soon as he spots Olaf Meister, now committing. That should force Olaf Meister away, but it actually doesn't. He pushes forward just a little bit more to catch him off. Could be a timing on this peak that Tarek's not expecting. The rest of Cloud9 hasn't made a decision where they want to go. It does look like they're going to group up towards this outer bomb site once again. And there's a spot from Automatic as well.
Yeah, just catches a glimpse of Rain. With that though, Cloud9 now starting to double back over here towards the A-bomb site. Tarek fading away from B, and it's Rush. Down here, Ivy that holds this angle, gonna be doing the dance with Carrigan. Automatic opens up, Carrigan gonna take one back in retort. Olaf gets found though, trying to flank round from behind, and that's giving up this man advantage. Nico does pounce into action with the rifle. Trades go left and right, and actually Automatic now gonna be the man to fall. As Carrigan's tearing them limb from limb, Guardian does go down, and now it's the 1v1. At this time, it's Carrigan to try and make it a reality. He's found 3 already. Skadoodle is able to get the bomb down. Carrigan repositions, and he's able to find it. Skadoodle does come up short. A 4K from the brains behind FaZe. And it's going to be a rebound straight back.
Yeah, incredible from Carrigan. He gets that 1 kill out towards Ivy. It's the only Cloud9 member there. No one's in position to clean him up to trade that away. That first kill actually turns out to be huge because he's got no pressure from one side. No utility to really block him off. There is, I mean, this is late in the round, this execute from Cloud9. And once you start losing players as you attack the bomb site, it gets so sketchy. It gets so dicey as things go down because any mistake causes huge problems. They're going to be able, with that plant, to buy up back into it. It's pretty solid, all things considered. 2 AKs on Tarek and Rush and 3 Deagles. The best you could hope for. But the tough part is the op is out on Guardian. Yeah, it's out early.
We've seen him decimate entire teams single-handedly with that weapon. So Automatic looking to try and go blow for blow with him with the Deeg and Ivy isn't ideal. He's going to be afforded a little bit of ground as the smokes rain in. Cloud9 grouped up over here at Pop Dog. Considering to keep them away, they're going to go down together. And Rain's just faded away, holding this more passively. He is aware of the danger that's lurking in Pop.
I saw a player, you know, squeak down ladder, and he doesn't want to mess that. That boost, I think, is still very difficult for defenders. Here's Olaf Meister. Feels the pressure, spots out some opponents. He's going to call for help. Nico is rotated in. That's a deadly combination to defend this inner bomb site. It looks like it's going to be just a hit towards this site for Cloud9. Smokes are out, utilities out. There's Rush, he peeks out. No one's watching up a ramp. That's what the backup's for. Miscommunication from FaZe, and Cloud9 have found their way in. 2 big entries from Rush, and he continues forward. That's the 3rd. He can't be stopped, and FaZe has to give it up. A 4th round now that is traded back and forth between these 2 teams, neither one ceding control.
That's devastating if you're FaZe. I mean, they were looking great into that setup. It looked like they had everything in place, but Rush tears on through the defenses. Rain does finally deal with the man, gets that revenge. But that is it for FaZe here. He wants to try and do that much more damage if he can.
That's big miscommunication from FaZe, that 2 players inside that bomb site, neither one of them even considering or watching upper. Someone had a miscue. And Rush is able to get 2 for free, and that 3rd comes out as well. Just so tough rotating in when you have that smoke in your way, and Rush has already got the angle. That one's essentially as free as he gets as well. And Rain can't even pick up the AK. Stewie stops him.
And if you recall, ESL on New York, we see Cloud9 there. I think the most amount of rounds they got versus FaZe was 4 rounds. Yeah. They've already nearly outdone themselves as they look now. They've got something to prove, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I mentioned, this is the test of like, what have they done from New York to now? How much have they actually improved? It's a great barometer, all things considered. Skadoodle's got the op in his hands, misses the initial shot. There's Olaf pushing forward. Tarek wants to take that fight. He knows he's got backup. He knows he's got Stewie with him, and that's easy. 5-on-4 advantage early on here, but Cloud9's going to slow it down. They don't have map control anywhere else, so it feels like it's just going to be a walk into the upper bomb site at some point.
Yeah, there's only 1 man here from FaZe. Rain's actually come rotating in to help out. Nico, you can see. FaZe are reading this well. They're rotating everyone in, and now the push comes through for Cloud9. They mustn't fall prey to this 1 rifle on Rain, and there it is. It's been dropped. Instead, it's Guardian to open up with 2. And oh, this is going wrong here for Cloud9. It's a 2-on-2. They've got the bomb down. Nico and Carrigan start this retake, pushing on in, and Nico, he's already been able to do damage. It's Rush and Stewie holding close on the site. Carrigan slipped by, they spot him out in the open. Carrigan falls, and now Nico, 1 versus 1 as the Deeg chimes in again. He's going to hold the angle, does the damage, and Nico's done it.
No kid, I'm not even sure if he has time. He could have done it. That is tough. A great 1D coming out to open up that bomb site. And this is around Cloud9. Should have never, ever lost. That is heartbreaking if you're a Cloud9 player. That is what starts to make you nervous. And somehow Nico pulls out a miracle. Guardian with 2 big kills there. Cloud9 had everything. They had the bomb down, they had the site, they had everyone in great positions, and it's just outclassed there towards the end. So a third for FaZe. Still both teams refusing to give up the advantage. It's gonna be Skadoodle with an AWP. He's got no armor, Guardian's got his as well. This would be a huge battle to see. Some spam coming through the wall. Stewie just wants to go for a timing peek, and he's got it. Somehow he finds Nico.
And what a man to take down if you are Cloud9. They've grabbed a man advantage early on. Skadoodle just going to hold for any aggression down towards Ivy while the rest of the Cloud9 gang explore other avenues across the map. Automatic and Skadoodle start to take position down here towards Ivy, and Carrigan will be lying in wait. We saw a massive round from him in that second round for Spy. Looks now to replicate that success once again. Over here towards Ivy, peeks into it, spots automatic. That's his cue to start to fade away, play this more passive. But Cloud9, time is running out.
Yeah, 50 seconds left. They're gonna have to make a decision pretty soon here where they want to execute. Waiting for this smoke to disappear. It looks like it'll be outside. Most of this FaZe defense is lined up against this first alley for the trains, which could be dangerous. Stewie might not be able to find anything when he comes out as they're all in cover. So he's gonna find a pathway up to the bomb site. One transitions, that's Rain over. He gets caught with the Molotov out. Stewie's got a couple of easy ones. Olaf is up next, he's all alone. That's Skadoodle. He's been dropped. The bomb is far back as well. This can be dangerous, but finally they've got him cornered. Guardian's here with the ult in a 1-on-3, but he's gotta fight for it, and he doesn't see it coming from behind.
And Cloud9, nor FaZe, neither team letting up. It's just been a constant back and forth, a battle to win 2 in a row, and so far no one's done it.
No, but this is always going to be favorable to the terrorist side. This is always going to be favorable to Cloud9 in this situation. And you can see finally, I think the money's just going to be gone. They're still investing, they're still buying up into this, doing everything they have, but if they lose this, then it's disaster. Then Cloud9 can slingshot up. This is a good position to be in if you're C9.
Now the question is, what are FaZe going to do to try and change the pace? There it is, Rain. Looks to try and find the entry and does pay for that with his life. Man advantage up for Cloud9. Olaf going to try and retake his fallen comrade's position. Hasn't been detected just yet. Nico's back at it again with the Deeg, looking to try and replicate those antics, but he'll be shut down. Instead, it's Olaf in with 2. Make that 3. Olaf pushes up, gonna go for a 4th, but Skadoodle says no. Only issue is, AWP here is not ideal. Especially not with the man holding the close angle. Carrigan flanking round from behind. Skadoodle's lifetime is limited right now. And Carrigan on the flank, gonna do it for FaZe. They're able to take one back, even though that buy was really not great in comparison to what we've seen from them.
No, it's a combination of things, though. It's the decision by Olaf Meister to take up the position that Rain had just died in, to push up along that wall because they're not going to expect it. But also that one dig onto automatic from Nico, that keeps Cloud9 from pushing forward, from making progress. So as soon as Olaf gets the 1 kill, I mean, he knows he's got his opponents really corralled right next to that choke point. And since they haven't moved forward, he doesn't have to worry too much about being flanked out. So again, a 7th now. Here's Nico, he wants to put an end to it. And he's at least done it to Skadoodle and Rush. Rain now coming out of ladder room, finds an easy one onto automatic, and it's just down to 2 players. This is gonna be the first time a team gets 2 in a row, and it's gonna go to FaZe.
Yeah, it's only Stewie and Tarek left. They've got the Deeg and the AK between them, a solitary smoke. Again, a pop, but that smoke rains in, and instantly it's forced their hand elsewhere. You can see Tarek still holding off Pop Dog. Stewie has begun the rotation over here towards B, where Guardian and Olaf Meister both lay in wait. Stewie starts to push in, but Olaf spots his toes, and now it's Tarek. 1v5 with the Deeg. Rain's flanking up from behind. Olaf as well. Gonna be taking a little bit more aggression up here.
At this point, any damage that Tarek could do is going to be great. 3 to 4, you want to take some of these weapons away, but it's not going to happen. Because the next round just gets easier for FaZe. This time there shouldn't be any armor bought from Cloud9. This time they should be saving up for the future. Just make sure in the next round they can have armor and AK. I don't think Skadoodle will be able to have the AWP either. And this is a tactical timeout coming out of Cloud9. Terrical wants to talk it over with his team. They've got to figure out the plan of action moving forward. They've got 3 rounds on the T side. You want to extend that obviously up a little bit further before the end of the half. And you have to make sure in these rounds that FaZe doesn't build up this massive bank that you can just never overcome.
Yeah, that's the real issue right now for Cloud9. They have next to nothing to put into this round. You can see, I think it was Automatic could have bought a little bit more than the rest of the team. He can invest. It's actually Skadoodle, sorry. But yeah, there's not enough here, and they really need to try and inflict some damage because FaZe, they are going to start to snowball out of control very, very quickly, and that becomes a massive problem if you are Cloud9 over on that T side.
It is insane to think about how many rounds were traded to start this out. 7 back and forth between the two teams. That's madness that ensued early. But yes, it's just a deagle on Skadoodle. That's it. That's all they can bring forward. And he's already out. Nico takes that duel heads up. He loves it. Stewie gonna drop down now, and Rain is here with the SMG, with the bonus money that he wants. He's drooling for it.
Yeah, doesn't want to risk pushing on. I'm just gonna hold things passively. Wants to wait and see if Cloud9 try testing the waters over there, and Pop Dog once again. There's Rain in with one. That was Automatic. Try pushing out through main. Does get caught off guard. So now for Rain, still just going to hang around. As you say, the tantalizing option to go ahead and make some more money with this MP9 is far too much. He's going to go pushing on in. Tarek, not ready for that. Hits the deck as well. Russian Stewie left with only Glocks by their side. They're just going to go walking into Olaf's iron sights, and there we go. This should be all said and done. A clean round for FaZe, which is bad news for Cloud9.
Yeah, not ideal situation, but this time they're going to be able to buy up into it. This is what you expect that timeout was about. Cloud9 going to try and get back into things. AK-47's being bought up. Kerrigan still has the SMG, and Skadoodle does manage to get the op. He can afford it. He's got a smoke as well. There's not a lot of utility on the C9 behind these weapons, though. There's going to have to be some heads-up duels taken. Individual efforts will need to be made. Kerrigan with a pop flash, gonna push about halfway up. A bait and switch set up by the defense in Ivy. Cloud9 being patient on this T side.
Yeah, FaZe not making the decision to invest. Upgrade that SMG, they've just kept it on Kerrigan. Using him up close over in Ivy and Cloud9. They've taken control over there towards B. Making sure no aggression can come out from Olaf. We saw him attempt that in the second round force buy. Smoke rains in along with the Molotov. And it's going to force Kerrigan back. So the bait and switch over Ivy doesn't withstand the test of time.
They really haven't gained anything either at the moment, Cloud9. They are starting to clear out box halls right now. They've dealt some damage to Olaf Meister. You can see he's passive on the minimap about halfway back from the inner bomb site. Kerrigan, though, is a question mark. He's pushing to team mid, so he's getting a lot of information. He's seeing absolutely no one. He's hearing nothing as well. So while he doesn't quite know they're rotating over towards B, he knows that his teammates, Guardian and Rain out there, don't have a whole lot of pressure. Rush is going to lurk on this tactic. And actually, as I say that, he finds Guardian pushing up, getting a little too aggressive, and now that's going to force Nico into a rotation. This inner hit just got a little bit easier for Cloud9. Olaf Meister, he's the only one they have to clear. They need to hurry up. Rotations are back. And there's Skadoodle with an up kill. And Olaf Meister, how's he done that? How's he got a double out of it? And all of a sudden, it's so dire. The bomb is being planted, but Skadoodle's the only one here. He continues his tear. He flicks up. It's a leg shot as well. This is brilliant so far from C9. Flank coming in onto Skadoodle. He's got to push forward and rush now. He's here. Rain does hear this. And how does FaZe make their move? Rain's gonna make the play, and he finds it. Skadoodle in a one-on-two. One-on-one it is. With the op overhead on the trains. Skadoodle, he drops down. He's not expecting it. It's all Rain. So many points of danger for FaZe in that round, and they handle them all.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect retake there from FaZe. In spite of Rush making it through the backline, it was read very, very well. You saw they flanked onto it. had Rain position to shut him down, and it seemed like Cloud9 were read it like a book there. They get themselves the bomb plant, but that's grim compensation for losing that round.
Everything was going so well until Olofmeister got that double. Out of nothing, it just seemed to appear. That's it, such an incredible defense. He was out of position, he had half HP, he was falling back, he was just trying to get away, and all of a sudden 2 kills come out. That's why he's known as one of the best players in the world. It shows there. 7-3 for FaZe. They've grabbed firm control of this match. They have a double op set up now at a Guardian and Kerrigan, and it's just pistols once again for Cloud9.
And this time, looks like it's going to be a set piece out towards A. They throw in the all the smokes to go on down, and now they're going to look to push him behind it. Stewie's the man on the entry with the Deeg. Nico able to find one through the smoke to kickstart this for FaZe. Rain raining in death down from afar. Kerrigan's not faltering, and this push is being torn limb from limb. Tarek going to do what he can to pull things back. The bomb plant actually goes in as well. But Olofmeister and Guardian are merciless gods. They come in from behind and shut that down. Cloud9, they get away with the bomb plant. They do a little bit of damage, but FaZe ultimately going to be the ones to win that out.
We're getting to that point where the damage just isn't going to matter towards the end of it. They've done a decent job of some of this damage to the economy of FaZe, but you know you have to start at a certain point putting rounds on the board. There's only 4 rounds left in this half, and they need more. Another good chance for him here. 4 AKs, the AWP on Skadoodle. This looks like it might be somewhat more aggressive, already lining up for some smokes. We'll see what they have in store. Olof is going to push up. This is a great setup from FaZe. We've seen this in the past. Guardian and Olof take the attention, and Nico peeks out. And if they don't feel anything, they do exactly this. They go hunting. They want to find the openings on the FaZe side of things. They do not want to allow Cloud9 space on this map, and they're slowly restricting where Cloud9 can play from.
That boost doesn't net them anything just yet. Olof will be discovered over here, but still has the support from Guardian. They're going to be sent reeling back. Cloud9 with a heavy presence over towards Ivy as well, still maintaining control of the map. Have denied this early aggression from FaZe.
It's done its job though. Look how much time it's eaten off the clock. And now like Rain's in position as well. Even if Cloud9, they don't want to go towards inner because they know Guardian was there. Now they have to go down ladder and they know Rain is here. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to eat up utility. It's going to eat up time. It could even take the lives of some of the players from Cloud9. So they've got a big decision to make and they've got to do it quick. 40 seconds left.
Nico's holding over at Ivy. Does have Rush about to come his way. 35 seconds and still haven't actually pushed into this site. It's going to be down to the wire. This is where a position like Rain could make all the difference. Carrigan's able to open up. The Rain frag does come in. Kerrigan going to fall to automatic, but there's only 20 seconds. They have to pick up the pace here. It's Rush in with the backstab that could make all the difference. But that bomb only just going into the site. Guardian has to buy time here. He's got 10 seconds, and that bomb's going to be dropped down in the open. Guardian will be dealt with by Tarek.
They can't do it. They can't get the plant down. It's going to be another round for FaZe. Crushing. And now you see the impact of all that aggression towards inner. Even if it nets FaZe no kills, even if they don't gain a whole lot of info out of it, took Cloud9 too long to make a decision on how to adjust. It ate about 30 seconds off the clock. That's brutal, and it worked. Cloud9 had what they wanted. They just didn't have any time to make the plant. That one kill from Guardian's the bomb carrier, and that seals it. 9-3.
And that's devastating if you're Cloud9. Now, they are getting desperate. Stewie waits to see if any aggression comes out from Olofmeister once again over here at B. Not going to be able to find anything. It's Rain. Continuing this aggression over here towards Pop Dog. Cloud9 still taking this very slowly. Trying to bait out some of that utility from FaZe, but there's still so much left, and we saw how impactful it was in the previous round along with the aggression.
Cloud9's still playing this slow, which is interesting. Rain right next to it. There's the flash. Now things speed up. They just found the timing. They just wanted to wait for it. Stewie's got the entry. Rush this time. He's going to be part of the attacking force. He's not lurking. One more for Stewie, but Nico's on a tear. He's got 3 before Tarek takes him down. He's in a 1-on-1. No idea where his opponent is. And Olofmeister He's going to creep around this train and the timing. How does it work for Tarek? Is he prepared for it? No. Clinical, surgical from Olaf Meister, and it's a 10th now for FaZe.
And now, I mean, it's starting to become a real issue. That back and forth in the beginning, which initially looked like it was going to bode well for Cloud9, being on the T side, really has come back to punish them.
If you're Cloud9 and you know, if you end up losing this and you look back on it, you're just going to say, if we'd only not lost that pistol when we were trading rounds, that 7th round that was able to come out, that's going to be the backbone, what broke their back early on in this half. Now they're in that cycle where you just have to buy. You need more than 3 rounds going into the second half. So just invest what you can. No more saves. I think Skadoodle might be the only one who sticks on a pistol for this round. The Opera wanting to have one for the last round. And nope, he's going to switch up to an AK-47. So everything bought out for Cloud9 as they just want to claw their way towards 5.
Now's the time to see the return to form from Cloud9. It's going to be 3 players down towards Ivy early on. Carrigan does lie in wait. And he's been such a problem down here towards Ivy. They don't have a flash to deal with him. They're going to try and run boost across. Carrigan just sitting pretty. They do manage to get the man over. Wasn't spotted, so Carrigan's got no idea. The rush actually resides over here on the right-hand side of Ivy.
That Molotov will slow him down, though, and that's a costly Molotov as well for C9 because they only have 1 smoke remaining. There's not a lot of tools for C9 to use to get into the action, especially when you consider the double op setup that's here. Guardian, he's being aggressive. That's a great flick down. Not an easy shot to hit. Feels no more pressure, and look at this crossfire now between Rain and Carrigan. This could spell the end. Stewie's going to have to use this smoke on one side of Ivy. Tarek waiting in the wings, but his position is useless if they don't get a kill. Here they come streaming out. Rain's found one, Guardian with another, and Rain continues his tear. It could just be a clean sweep, and it is. 3 kills for Rain.
I mean, you can just tell FaZe are feeling it right now. Just fantastic individual plays coming in across the board.
I mean, yes, the individual levels is at a high right now for FaZe. Everyone is playing phenomenally, but they're doing it. They have crossfire set up. They have their rotations in. So you add all of that into, you factor all of that into this defense, and Cloud9 has no clue where to go from here. It's not an easy thing, especially when you start being diminished in the tools you can use. Scout on Skadoodle. Rush is now down. There's some utility lost on his body as well. So nightmare scenario for Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9 looking very disorientated here heading into the last round of the half. Already, the man advantage has been gained by FaZe. Carrigan continues this aggression into Ivy, gets all this information for free. Cloud9 once again at the full mercy of this clock as it starts to tick down low. Rain's taking some aggression and automatic. Isn't a spot to shut this down. Not sure that they know that this man is here, the one that has been able to slip on by. That's automatic holding it close. Gonna be fully flashed. Automatic chases down the kill, able to open things up from here. Wants to try and propel the rest of his team into the site now. Perfect flash to force Carrigan away. But the rotations are already coming in thick and fast for FaZe. Stewie in with the first. The smokes isolate the players in connector. Carrigan's gonna do what he can to pull things back, and ultimately it's a lot. 3 frags for him. Bomb's been picked up. Oh, boosted over. Gonna go down to Stewie. He's able to protect Skadoodle. And now just Carrigan and Guardian left. Make it Guardian 3 HP. 1 versus 2. Peeks into it. And Stewie, he's gonna get a 4th round for Cloud9.
It's been 9 rounds since Cloud9 won once they put it on the board. That is a heartbreaking run for FaZe. What a huge defensive half. The double op setup was so brutal. Cloud9 could never get track of it. They'll have to see if they can come back. It's a big comeback they'll need in the second half. Well, the Oracle Arena got awfully quiet. FaZe shut everyone up. This has been a dominant start for them. It's looking like it could be a repeat of New York. 11-4 from the CT side, and Cloud9, they're desperate for anything to make this comeback happen.
Yeah, the pressure's on for Cloud9 now. Now's the time they need their fans behind them the most, I guess you could say. As for Cloud9, it all falls onto this pistol. If they want to start to make their way back into this, that is the driving factor that they need. And, well, we already saw how the back and forth panned out last time. They do not want a repeat of that now on the CT side.
No, they're going to need some individual performances to get them back into this, even on just a mental level. There's not a whole lot you can say during that break. You give the stereotypical ones, like, we know we can do this one run at a time, but at the end of the day, you need someone who's going to fire your team up with a big clutch, a big round, 4 kills, spray down, something like that. That's the only thing that can get Cloud9 back in and focus on this match. Small technical issue on the FaZe side of things that we're going to get figured out very, very shortly and be right back into the game. All the players waiting anxiously.
I think that the worst sentiment here for Cloud9 is that this is a map that we've seen them look fantastic on.
Yeah.
And FaZe, showing complete and utter disregard for that fact, have just steamrolled them in the rifle rounds.
Oh yeah, that trade back and forth to start the half, it's supposed to be better for the terrorist side of the team, right? It's supposed to be better for Cloud9 in that scenario. They just couldn't win, they just couldn't string the two together, even against just pistols, which is heartbreaking. And then they never had anything alleviate them. That was the big story that first half, was as soon as they lose that second round in a row, it's just limit the amount of money that FaZe can have to build up. Even eventually when you win a round, you get to reset them, and Cloud9 didn't do that, and they were never even able to win one until the very end of the half. So dominant stuff from FaZe. All the issues are fixed. We're getting back into it. Freeze time is dwindling down to 0. Cloud9 on the CT side now on this defense. And it's going to have to be such a strong defense of that to come back.
Skadoodle's going to be the man with the kit for Cloud9. And this is a round that Cloud9 almost depend on. It's a lifeline for them to start to make a way back into this first map. Oh, I think there was an issue there with Olaf and his armor. Wondered why he didn't have any, so just going to quickly look to remedy that, and then we will be back into this. That was just a teaser of what the pistol round might look like.
Yeah, we're just messing with everyone. We'll get right back into it. Regardless, this is now, Cloud9's gonna, when you come out of that half, if you're an in-game leader, and this is where kind of some of the struggles that Tarek is gonna have as an in-game leader is bouncing back from that kind of a half. Because here's the thing that doesn't often get talked about is when your team is winning, and as an in-game leader, it's so easy because everyone's happy, everyone's communicating. When this kind of a performance happens, when you get stomped the way that they did in the first half, this is where people kind of shut down. People, players will just, lose a little bit of focus, so you're not getting all the same calls that you get. And that's what can be very, very worrisome. And that's where you could struggle as an in-game leader. Now, Tarek, we've seen him rise to the occasion plenty.